This is Tom Fox. I'd like to welcome you to the newest addition to the Compliance Podcast Network, the Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. Join us as we explore the latest trends from the Department of Justice, share some best practices, demystify complex compliance issues to help keep your organization doing business ethically and in compliance, and at the end of the day, more profitably. Tune in daily for your dose of compliance wisdom. Let's make compliance a little less daunting, one tip at a time. Now a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
In compliance, the value of anonymous reporting is undeniable. But with Ethico, anonymity doesn't mean a loss of connection. Our blinded, two-way communication fosters an environment of trust and confidentiality, encouraging open and honest dialogue. It's not just about receiving reports. It's about understanding the story behind each one, creating a culture of integrity and respect. Transform your approach to anonymous reporting with Ethico. Begin your journey at ethico.com/CPN, where you can book a demo, access an exclusive white paper by Tom Fox titled The ROI of Compliance, and utilize our free ROI calculator.
Today in the Compliance Tip of the Day, we look at the SAP FCPA enforcement action and provide lessons learned for the compliance professional. So how did SAP garner the great result that it did? Well, it all began with its remediation. SAP was a recidivist, although not a three-time recidivist. And so it began with a root cause, risk assessment, and gap analysis. Here the company conducted a root cause analysis of the underlying conduct and then remediated those root causes. It also conducted a gap analysis of internal controls, remediating those found lacking, and then performed a comprehensive risk assessment focused on the high-risk areas and controls around payment processes, using the information obtained in the root cause analysis to enhance its compliance risk assessment process. Data analytics. There were references to data analytics and data-driven compliance also were involved in this case. While SAP did not incorporate data analytics into its third-party program, it expanded its data analytics capabilities to cover the 150 countries, literally across the globe, that it does work in. SAP implemented data analytics to identify and review high-risk transactions and third-party controls. The SAP DPA noted that data analytics was a considerable plus for the company. Holdbacks. Holdbacks were engaged in by SAP. SAP withheld bonuses of over $100,000 during the course of its investigation for employees who engaged in suspected wrongdoing in connection with their conduct. This was specifically called out by the Department of Justice, and it's something that is part of the new pilot program regarding clawbacks and holdbacks. A clawback is a little bit different than a holdback, as a clawback is taking back money which has been previously paid out. Although it is possible to claw money back voluntarily, I would suspect most of the time you'll have to file suit to obtain any paid out monies back. Holdback is where you hold monies that could be paid out as a bonus pending the outcome of the investigation. So if you don't have holdbacks and clawbacks as a policy in your compliance program, I suggest you incorporate them. This month's sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, including this podcast, is Ethico. Have you ever wondered about the ROI of your compliance program or had concerns with presenting budget proposals to your CFO? Well, I partnered with Ethico to write a white paper on the ROI of compliance and how you can think through compliance as an investment strategy. Ethico has put together a ROI calculator for you. Check them out on the website. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The compliance tip of the day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network.